Very good morning to you. Hi, thanks for joining me. I'm Dr Kish, for those of you who are new to the page. This is a really quick surgery, just to let you know. Firstly, it's amazing, isn't it? Looking around the park on a wet day, I've said come rain, wind or shine, I will be out exercising, but it is absolutely deserted. So for those of you who've potentially been in your houses for 3-4 weeks of lockdown, I would really encourage you to go out, get some fresh air, wrap up warm, obviously, because you don't want to get pneumonia or anything. But I think it will do the world of good, because sadly, if you don't, I foresee happening over the next 7 to 10 days, where I don't know if you've seen the weather, but it's going to be a lot worse than this. It's drizzling at the moment here, but it's going to be a lot worse. It's going to be absolutely hammering it down. So I would really encourage you guys to go out and get some fresh air, purely because lockdown is taking its toll. Right at the beginning, in the briefing that I did very early on in this, we were calling for the psychological impact assessment that these measures would have. Sadly, we've seen an increase in domestic violence, certainly across London over the past 6 weeks. I think there's been a 29% increase, it's something like 1,000 arrests. We've seen increased rates of suicide, and we've also seen lots of people sadly passing away and losing their lives ahead of their time, not related to COVID or coronavirus, but related to the fact that people are staying away from the NHS, staying away from hospitals and not seeking medical attention. So 53 people watching, please hit share right now if you can. It will just grow the audience, tag a few people. The more I get, the longer I'll stay. Because this is really important that you hit share, right? Because firstly, we've hit 1 million people over the last 28 days, and I haven't spent any of your money that you've kindly given us for adverts and crowdfunding as it stands. 1 million people have seen content from What Med Media and associated kind of press and other people that we share the content from, right? The second reason why it's really important to share is because I fear that medicine is going to enter into the dark ages, because we're already seeing people dying from wholly preventable diseases such as NSTEMI or myocardial infarction or a heart attack, where ordinarily you would go to hospital and get a stent. Thanks, Max, but unfortunately people aren't going, so that's a real concern. And then the other thing, which I think is going to really drive this, is obviously people are feeling the pressure of lockdown. People are feeling concerned, people are feeling upset, understandably so, because their routines have been absolutely destroyed. And I was mentioning to you right at the beginning the importance of having a routine to get yourself through this. But also, then the very real thing is seasonal affective disorder. Now, as you can see from the weather, it's going to get pretty grim over the next few days, right? So what I'd really encourage you guys to do is get out today safely. You'll be amazed, all the people that were out exercising, enjoying the sun, are no longer here. The people who are out exercising are very respectful. They're moving out of the way. They're saying thank you to each other. It's actually quite nice, to be honest. I can't remember the last time people were so polite and considerate. Finally, before I go, a little bit of a positive shout out to Watford Borough Council, who've decided to give their workers on the front line PPE, so that they are now cleaning down the streets. But a slightly less of a shout out and a little bit more of a problem, I don't know, but the eagle-eyed among you will notice that in the bottom part of the corner, just down there, is actually somebody who's asleep. I know he's asleep because I can hear him snoring, but he might as well be dead as far as Watford Borough Council care. And this is absolutely outrageous, okay? So the sickest, the most vulnerable in society, the poorest are also going to be the ones that are going to suffer most in this global health pandemic. The government have said that everybody who is homeless needs to be housed. They said that a good few weeks ago now. So why on earth, Watford Borough Council, is this chap, I presume it's a chap, but I think it's a chap. That person is definitely snoring. But why are they there? Why have they spent the night out in the cold, in the wet, under the bandstand in Canterbury Park? Absolutely outrageous. There's already been at least one person that I know of, and I've got evidence of the fact that they've passed away. So what I'd really like you guys to do is share this, because I've checked into Watford Borough Council. Put it in the comments. Type in the comments, tag Watford Borough Council. Ask them what on earth do they think what on earth do they think that they are doing that somebody is left out in this state like this, because it is an absolute disgrace. So yeah, sorry about that rant. I felt I had to let you guys know that. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you guys do go out and get some fresh air today, because it will help see you through the next 10 days. And thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for sharing. I'll put a GoFundMe link on this if you want. I'm not going to use any of it yet, because we don't need to, because we're getting good audiences. But when we're hitting people, like 1 million people with our posts, then we can start making a difference. So thank you very much for sharing, Anthony. Really appreciate it. Max, thanks for tagging loads of people. I better go now because, yeah, thank you, Yvonne. Watford Borough Council, get your fingers out. Definitely, pull your fingers out. It's an absolute travesty. Absolute travesty. So 65 people watching, thank you very much. I hope you're well. To be fair, I don't know how long I've been going. What's the time? If somebody could tell me how long I've gone, that'd be good. If the 69 or 65 people or whatever that are watching, if you've got any questions, we could do some of those quickly before I go. Thanks. Contact Watford Borough Council RE Homelessness. Thanks, Jackie. That's really good. If I had another phone on me, I would ring them now on a loudspeaker, but maybe another time. If you're homeless now or see somebody who is, right, so what I really need you guys to do, if you've got the time at home and you've got the 3 minutes or whatever, is could you please ring 01923 226 400. So we've got 53 people watching. Even if, I don't know, 15 of you just ring Watford Borough Council, copy and paste them the link to this video so they've got the good evidence that they need. And yeah, ring them, talk to them. And then, even better, what they say, post it in the comments. Because I didn't get a chance to post, or actually I wasn't going to post it, but I didn't get the chance to write a letter to Watford Borough Council where I found a chap who was sadly long passed away on a grass verge by Sainsbury's, right? I didn't get a chance. But then something kind of, lit up in my mind today, just cycling past this chap, thinking, how many more do Watford Borough Council not need to kind of house safely and look after? Absolute disgrace. So let's see. Noel, Mackenzie, hello. Matab, hello, mate. How you doing? Matab, you definitely need to ring Watford Borough Council, considering you're a local lad. Looking through. Emma, hey, Emma, how you doing? Hope you're well. So there's no questions, so that's fine. Okay. And it's starting to rain as well, so I better go. But thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm going to put a comment in the post. I'm going to put the GoFundMe link. I think we've raised just under £400. Not going to spend it yet because we don't need it. But the only thing that your donations will go towards is more Facebook ads, so we can reach more people and we can do more stuff like this, like leverage a little bit of reputational risk against the council. Sandra Hansen Waghorn says they are not called homeless anymore. Apparently they are rough sleepers, as if it is their choice. Quite, Sandra. But I mean, that sounds like a little bit of a PR kind of exercise, really, doesn't it? Thank you, Jackie. That's very helpful. Sent your link to the council on the Facebook page. Even better, Jackie. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. The more people that like, share, comment, and post this link elsewhere, the more people that we will get to see the video. Therefore, the more risk we will leverage, or reputational risk we will leverage on Watford Borough Council. And hopefully some of the most vulnerable in Watford will get housed. So anyway, just before I go, GoFundMe is, we're only crowdfunding for Facebook ads. That is it. No data, no phones, not my time. I do it anyway. The only thing we are crowdfunding for is Facebook ads, so we can get it to reach more people, our content. Haven't spent any money yet. I owe Facebook $46. I still haven't had a chance to pay them. But regardless of that, we've hit 1 million people organically. So I think for those of you that know me, you will realise that your money is in safe hands, and I think we'll do a bit of good in the world, right? From a Facebook point of view, and getting the information out there to the people that they so desperately need. So thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves, look after each other, and I'll see you guys really soon. Cheers. Take care. Bye.